What up, y'all? This is your boy Malik. Soaring Sands is the brand. Let's get into it, man. God definitely was using Disney back then. I'm gonna say back then because they had a lot of great movies back then, man. He was definitely using a lot of movies back then, and I don't think people realized it. Because when you look at certain movies that Disney was doing back then, there's certain movies that Disney was doing that God was definitely using. I'm not saying with all of them, because all of them didn't promote God. You feel me? But with the ones that did, like, let me bring those Disney movies to the forefront, right? When it came to the Disney works and Disney Pixar films, like Exodus, that was him using Disney for, of course, to make that film, because that film was, I still watch it to this day. That film was amazing, bruh. That film was amazing. That film was great, bruh. That film was so great, bro. I still watch it to this day. Like I said, I still watch that. That film, yo, that animation film, for the people who be watching movies on YouTube, definitely, it be on there sometimes. Sometimes you have to catch it. But like I said, back to the message, right? God was definitely using Disney films back then, man. I don't know about now, because now it's just weird. Now a lot of Disney films now is so weird, and it's just weird, bro. It's just so weird, bro. Like, most of them just promote the gay agenda. Most of them promote all these agendas that's just terrible, bro. It's terrible. You feel me? It's terrible. So a lot of films today that Disney does, I don't even think God is using anymore, bro. It was only for a specific reason, I believe. And those reasons was when he made Exodus. I still watch that. Like I said, I still watch that to this day, bro. If I catch it. It actually was on Netflix too. One of the moments it was on Netflix. But what was I gonna say, right? And I'm gonna say he used Disney in that way when he made Exodus, because that film was not only iconic, because Exodus is iconic, Moses and all that. It wasn't just iconic. It portrayed the right image and right depiction from what was in the Bible. You feel me? It portrayed the right image. And what I mean by image, it portrayed Moses as a dark-skinned Hebrew, bro. The right depiction, bro. I'm trying to tell you, the right depiction. And if you notice, they only, there probably is more that I don't know. But, hold up. Like I said, sorry for that. So, like I said, it's probably some films that Disney did that was about the Bible, and I don't know. But I only know the Exodus one. And I only know... Oh, hold up, guys. And I only... Oh. Sorry for the technical difficulties. And I only know one of my favorites, bro. Joseph is one of my favorites. Joseph, the King of Dreams one, is one of my favorites, bro. That one is one of my favorites because it also portrayed the right image of what was in the Word, too. So both of these films that Disney did, both of these iconic films, the Joseph one and Moses one, they portrayed the right image, bro. They portrayed Moses and Joseph being the dark-skinned Hebrews, bro. If you notice, they stopped doing it after that. They stopped doing it after that. I don't know why, but they definitely stopped doing it after that. Hold up, guys. Like I said, if you notice, they stopped doing it after that, man. After the Exodus one, they dropped, and Joseph one, they stopped. They really stopped doing it after that, and it's kind of like they was like, oh, we can't keep doing this or something. But this, like I said, there's probably more animation films on biblical stories, but those two are my like iconic favorites. And then, you know, of course, The Lion King. So I feel like with certain movies back then that Disney was doing, the animation movies, I feel like God was using them, and then after a while his spirit just, you know, stopped using them. Because if you notice now, Disney is just a mess, bro. Disney is a mess in a way of like, all they promote and push is dark agendas, bro. All they push and promote in these films, in these Disney cartoons, in these animation films, in these shows, most of them, damn near 90% of them, all they promote is a dark, crazy agenda. All they promote is a dark, crazy agenda, man. And it's bad, bro. It's bad because God was using them. Because you got to understand, God would use the enemy for a specific reason. And then when he's done with using them, he going to move on. You feel me? He's going to move on. He's not going to stay. He's going to move on. You feel me? If the person or company is not serving God and obeying him, he going to leave. He going to leave. And I feel like he did that with Disney, with certain movies in the beginning. Like, let's say the golden era, the 90s. Dropping Lion King. Dropping movies like Exodus and Joseph. And there's probably way more that's biblical too, but I don't know. You feel me? But after that, I feel like he just moved on with it. You feel me? He just moved on. He didn't stick around because he saw their futures. He saw Disney's future, man. He saw Disney wasn't going to keep, you know, of course Disney is not following him, so God going to use the enemy for a specific reason. And then after he's using them, he going to move on to a person who's really obeying him. But I feel like he used them for that specific reason of dropping Exodus and Joseph, because those movies are iconic, bro. I still watch them to this day. Now, yeah, I still watch them to this day. Those movies are iconic, bro. Because it's like they portrayed the right image, bro. You know, it was a dark-skinned Hebrew. Both of them, you feel me? And they you could tell they really was going by the word, man. Now, of course, those films wasn't perfect in a lot of areas, but it's iconic, man. Those films was iconic, man. And that's why I say God was definitely using these films, these animation films like Exodus and all of these films back then. He was using it. He was using companies like Disney to push and promote these biblical movies. Because if you notice, after, like I said, after they stopped with Exodus and Joseph, I don't even think they continue with the biblical stories. I don't even think they did, bruh. Y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't even think they did. Last ones I remember, like I said, was Exodus and Joseph, and then The Lion King, and that's it. And The Lion King is also biblical in a lot of ways, man, when you look at it from a biblical standpoint or a spiritual standpoint in God. You feel me? With a lot of stuff that Lion King has in it, it has a lot of biblical references and biblical it's like a biblical atmosphere. You feel me? Like, when you look at The Lion King with a spiritual eye, it's deep in so many ways, bro. It's deep in so many ways. You feel me? It's deep in so many ways, bro. That's why I love it. That's why it's iconic. That's why no animation films that come out today can ever top The Lion King, in my personal opinion, right? A lot of movies that Disney drops today, I don't even think it's going to top Lion King. I don't even think a lot of biblical... Let's say if Disney, right? Let's say Disney dropped... Let's say next year Disney drops a biblical movie, kind of like how they was doing with Exodus and Joseph. Imagine if they did it. They'll probably mess it up now. I don't know. With the atmosphere now and how everything is now, I feel like they would mess it up. Even though Exodus and Joseph's biblical animation movie that they made, even though they did it and they portrayed everything right, well, they tried. You could tell they tried. Of course, there's a lot of things behind it. You know, I feel like they would mess it up if they come up with a new one now. They would mess it up, bro, because the atmosphere of 2025 will be all over it. You know, them pushing the gay agendas, them pushing this and that and this and that, and and they pushing a certain agenda that the Bible is against. You feel me? So they would mess it up. They would mess it up for real. They will mess it up for real. That's why I say a lot of Disney movies, bro, now it's trash. It's trash. That's why I mess with movies like Lion King. Still watch it. Well, I didn't watch it in a while, but I still watch it. I still watch Exodus, Joseph King of Dreams one. So a lot of Disney movies that they made back then was iconic, bro. You feel me? Yeah. A lot of them was iconic, man. A lot of them was iconic, man. That's why, it's still to this day, like I said a bunch of times already. I just love those movies, man. Movies like Exodus, movies like, I recommend y'all watch it. Those old Disney work animation films of Joseph, King of Dreams, and then the Prince of Egypt one. Y'all watch that, bro. Y'all watch that, man. Yeah. Y'all watch the Joseph, King of Dreams, bro. Like, the beauty behind that film, man, it's so iconic, bro. I love his story, bro. Like, I love it, bro. It's crazy because this handkerchief, whatever you want to call it, I have it because it's inspired off of his story right here. Like, it don't mean nothing. It's just, what do you call it? A handkerchief or whatever. But with the many colors on it, y'all know what I'm going with it. Like the coat of many colors representing the favor. That's why I have it. Well, the handkerchief is like, it's like many colors because it's like represents favor that I have on me. So I'm inspired off of his story, man. A lot of stuff that I do, I'm inspired off of his story, bro. For real. I really look up to his story, man. His story is iconic. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. With Joseph's story, you can really like learn a lot of things, bro. And take those gems and apply it to your life. You feel me? And God, you feel me? So yeah, so the handkerchief I have, it represents favor because it's many colors. So I was inspired off it, the coat of many colors. So I just got that, you feel me? Inspired, inspired, you feel me? So just like he had favor, I have favor. So that's, you feel me? But like I said, y'all should go watch those films, like I said, man, because Disney ain't doing it like that no more. God was using Disney back then in a certain type of way to drop these iconic movies. And I feel like he don't even use them no more because Disney ain't topping none of those at all. But yeah, man, this is your boy Malik, man. Silverine Stands is the band. Oh, and wait, I forgot to talk about the Exodus one, right? The Prince of Egypt one is amazing in itself too. There's a lot of inspirations I get from Moses' story as well. But yeah, man, they both inspired me, bro. Moses and Joseph, man. And then the Lion King, of course. But this is your boy Malik. Silverine Stands is the brand. Yeah.